Hi, this is Mario with Mario's Math Tutoring. In this video, we're continuing on in the 14 days to a better math score on the ACT, and we're on day number 8. We're going to be talking about distances, and this is a question that's commonly addressed on the ACT. They expect you to know the distance formula and how to use it. So let's get right into this video. The first thing you want to know is the distance formula, and you can see here what we're doing is we're subtracting the x coordinates of the 2 points and squaring, and then we're subtracting the y coordinates of the 2 points and squaring. We're adding those two quantities together, and then we're taking the square root. So you can see, like, point number 1, we call that x1, y1, and point number 2, we call that x2, y2. So a simple example would be if they just ask you, find the distance between the point 1, 4 and -4, -8. So what I would do is I'd say, all right, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, and we're just going to subtract. So -4 minus 1, okay, squared plus y2 minus y1, so -8 minus 4 squared, and then we just take the square root. So if we simplify that, we get -5 squared, which is 25, and we get -12 squared, which is 144, and then if we add those together, we get 169, and the square root of 169 is 13. So that's how you would do example number 1. Now normally they give it to you in a slightly different format, and you might not even recognize that it's the distance formula that they're asking for, and that's what this second example addresses. So let's look at this one. It says your hair salon is 2 miles east of your home and 4 miles north. So let's just draw this like so. Okay, we've got north, east, south, and west. Okay, never eat sour watermelon, right? Okay, and basically your home is right here at the origin, so we'll just write H, okay? And so it says your hair salon is 2 miles east, okay, so we're going 2 to the right, and 4 miles north. So you're basically right there, 2, 4, all right? And then it says your dance studio is 5 miles west, okay, so you're going 5 to the left, and 20 miles south, you're going 20 down, so you're way down here, so at -5, -20. Negative because we're going to the left, and then again negative because we're going down. And then it asks us, how far is it in a straight line from your hair salon to your dance studio? So we're basically looking for that distance there in a straight line. So what we did was we coordinatized, these locations. We turned them into coordinates or points. Now we can use the distance formula, okay, like we did in the first example. So let's do that again. We've got 2 minus -5, okay, squared, plus 4 minus -20, squared. We add those together and we take the square root. Now sometimes students wonder, well, why did you do 2 minus -5? Couldn't you do -5 minus 2? I like that better, You can do that. You can just switch and make this point number 2 and this point number 1, or vice versa. Okay, either way you're going to get the same result. What you don't want to do is like subtract these coordinates from each other or these from each other. You want to make sure you're subtracting the x's and then you're subtracting the y's, okay, then squaring. Okay, so when we do this, you can see we're getting 7 squared, which is 49. Here we're getting 24 squared, which is 576. If we add those together, we get 625, okay, and the square root of 625 is 25 miles, so it'd be 25 miles in a straight line distance. Another way you could do this, just another quick way of approaching this, is you could drop a perpendicular like this, a perpendicular like this, right, a horizontal line. And then what you can do is you can find this distance, and then do the Pythagorean theorem to find that hypotenuse. So that's another way to do it. That's actually where the distance formula comes from. So I hope you're enjoying this series, okay, on the ACT math to boost your score, right? 14 days to a better score.